Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to do a declutter. Now, you know, I do declutters. I just did my factory connection haul. Periodically. Because we're constantly getting in boxes from like BoxyCharm, Ipsy, and wherever you have subscription boxes from. And then we're buying stuff and friends send us stuff. And so I'm going to do a declutter. And I want to get kind of vicious with this one because I need to get vicious. I'm hoarding stuff that I don't need to keep, that I'm not using. And I've already cleaned out the mascaras because I've already thrown them away. But I'm going to go ahead and clean out some more. Here's an e.l.f. mascara, gone. Here is an e.l.f. brow clear gel, gone. There's a couple things over here too that are empties, which this is a e.l.f. brow wax thingy. I don't use it. I mean, it just holds your brows down in place. Pretty much the same thing as the brow gel. That's going in the declutter. The e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. This is an empty. The NYX HD concealer. This is an empty. It'll be going in my empties. So it's going over there. Alright guys, I'm serious. I got a box, and the way my drawers are set up, it is small palettes and single shadows and things like that in the top drawer, then small palettes in the next drawer, like chocolate bars, Anastasia, Tarte, and then my big shadow palettes are over here, and the small shadow palettes are kind of what is... it's taking up a lot of space. So we're going to go through. The Ipsy we just got. I'm going to keep that a little bit because I do like these shadows. I will get use out of them. I may put these in with my Laura Lee ones, and I have an empty palette. My mini jawbreaker, keep. Here is some Coastal Scents. Hot Pots. And I believe these are all Coastal Scents. I'm probably going to declutter those. I have not touched those in forever. Palette and all. Butter London, I've used maybe twice. Going. Sex Kitten, nice neutral palette. Going. I paid good money for those. I mean, peanut butter jelly, I'm going to keep. Too Faced Cat Eyes, going. I told you I'm getting vicious. I've held on to this stuff long enough. The Wikilux palette, I love this palette. Love this palette. I'm keeping that one. This is a ColourPop palette. This is all ColourPop. It's very peachy. I like that one. I do use that one. Wet n Wild, the only reason I was keeping this one was for this duochrome down here at the bottom, but the one I have kind of on my eyes right now, which was in the Tarte palette, it's very similar, getting rid of. So right there's some room. This is the Huda Mauve Obsessions, brand new guys. I've used it once, I think, for a video. I will keep. NYX Black, I use this for eyeliner. I'm keeping that. This is the NYX Aloha. It's a single shadow, really pretty. I don't use that. It's going bye-bye. Sharpener. This is the Laura Geller Almond Chocolate. I got this in a box set. I may keep that for just a little bit. I've never used it, so that's why. Here's a Neutrogena little wipe. That can go in my travel stuff. These are ColourPop shadows. I'm going to keep these even though they are drying out, and they're drying out like big time. Are they all doing it? This one has dried out and cracked. Do you know how they're supposed to be like moussey and creamy? They're losing that texture because I've not used them. So, I don't know. I mean, they're still usable. They're not moussey anymore, and they're drying up and like shrinking in their pans. Here are the Ace Beauty, kind of the Color Pop ones. Those are still really nice, so I'll keep those. And I might can get all y'all into one thing now. What are you? You are an e.l.f., I think an eyeliner, cream liner. You're probably dried up as sin. No, it's not. So we'll leave you in there for a little bit. I need to remind myself to get that out and use it now that I have black eyeliner all up under my fingernails. There's the other Ace Beauty. Here is a Urban Decay. This came in a Sephora Favorites little pack. Again, this is scratch. I don't use it. I know the last big declutter I did with eyeshadow palettes, I had people interested in buying them because they were gently used. If you guys want these palettes and these shadows, I will sell them at a really discounted rate. As you can see, they're barely touched. Most of them I may have used once or twice for videos. I will sell them. So just let me know down below if you're interested. I'll bundle stuff up. But I got to get rid of some of this stuff. This is the e.l.f. Necessary Nudes. Again, I have so many brown eyeshadows. This one's going. I think I won that one in a giveaway. This is another e.l.f. Sculpting eyeshadow. It is a 3-pan. Super pretty. It's going. Look at there. Done cleaned out some more. This is the Color Tattoo Cream Shadow. And they're drying out. So those are going to go in the trash. I have 2 of those. And I bet they're both the same situation. Oh no, that one's still really creamy. This dark one. So, or is it an eyeliner? High Intensity Pigment. It's an eyeliner, so I'll keep that one. Maybe that's why that one's different. That one's an eyeliner. So I'll keep the eyeliner. Here's an Ulta Duo. It's pink and teal. I had another one that was like a purple and dark brown. I'd already got rid of it. I'm getting rid of that one. Here are my Wonder Shop Miss A singles. I do like these. I'll keep these a little bit longer. Even though I haven't really been using them, I'll try to make a mental note to get there and use them. This was a Emily Noel buy from her recommendations. This is Mink from CoverGirl. It is a single. I'll keep that one just because. And I'm going to tuck that eyeshadow back in there. I have a bunch of e.l.f. singles, and they're baked. They do have glitter in them. I don't remember seeing this much glitter in them. I really don't, and I know you can't see it there. They are beautiful. I think something glittery just got on it. It doesn't have glitter in the shadow. So I was going to say, I don't remember all this glitter being on these shadows. I really don't. This one is Pixie. This one was my favorite. I'm going to keep it. But yeah, something glittery got on them because there's not supposed to be glitter. This one is Toasted. It's gone bye-bye. I think I might just keep Pixie, and this is a really dark one called Bark. Bye-bye. This one is Enchanted. So I'll keep the light too. See how pretty that is? So I'm keeping Pixie and Enchanted. Alright, now we're getting into a little bit bigger of a palette. This is brand new, Marvelous Mauves. I'll keep that one a little bit longer. And then I have the Violet Voss Essentials. Again, I've used like once for the actual video. Coastal Scents. This is an empty palette. I kept it in case I wanted to put any of my quads in here, so I'm going to keep that. This is Fenty Beauty. This is one of the only highlighters. I think I have a smaller highlighter. I use this for eyeshadow. I got it like at a super bargain deal. This is Mimosa Sunrise and Sangria Sunset. I use it for eyeshadow. Ciate. It's a real pretty palette, but I don't use it. So it's getting decluttered. Elf. This, again, a really pretty palette. I don't use it. It's getting decluttered. Told you guys, I'm going to be brutal. This is done cleaned out almost this whole drawer. Smashbox. These are pressed glitters. You guys know I love glitter, but I never use this. So I'm going to try to, once again, tell myself, you like glitter? Use that palette. Another Smashbox. This one has the green and the purple. Oh, love it. It's keeping. This was one of my first high-end palettes. The Styled by Harush from Tarte. And it is beautiful. I like it to take if I'm going somewhere because it has the blush and a big mirror. I will keep that one a little bit longer. This is Wondrous Seascape. I think I'm going to put it in the declutter and I'll think about it. Love Child. This came from Shop Miss A. This palette is beautiful for $10. It's $10. I don't know if it still is $10. This purple down here is so pretty. Which I've already got so much other stuff on my hands. It is ridiculous. But we're going to keep that one. And it will fit right in beside the other one there. And then here is a Morphe palette. Again, like I said, I have a ton of neutrals. So I'll keep the Morphe palette, guys. That cleaned out half of that drawer. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go ahead and put my mini jawbreaker back in there. I may have to move you out of the way to fit you in there. Yep. And then the Ipsy can go back up in there. Trying not to spill everything. My new Ace Beauté can go in there. That's what I'm saying. And I think we're supposed to be getting a really pretty palette in the next BoxyCharm. This is the Makeup Geek one I just created. It can go in there. And that got quite a few palettes off the top of my table there. Alright, so that cleaned off a lot out of the top. On to the next one. Now guys, this drawer is like my beloved drawer. I actually need to put my TARDIS back down in there because I just used it today. So I said I'm going to spill it. So. Okay. This drawer. I can. Celestial Thunder can come up top. I'm not getting rid of that one yet because we just got that. It'll fit down in there. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe. No. I guess that's why I put it in the bottom drawer. It doesn't want to fit with the little dividers I have in there. Dream Street. I love this palette. I'm keeping these two, the Profusion Mixed Metals Peach, and these are gorgeous palettes. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Barely used. The peach I'm going to keep. The gold I'm going to declutter. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's what we're going to do. I'm not going to sell them. I'll do 2 giveaways. This will be for US only. I'm sorry, guys. 2 giveaways. I will do a mixed lot surprise mystery box of stuff that I've decluttered. I will sanitize all of the palettes. I will not put in any cream products or like mascara or anything liquidy like that unless you want me to. You can't sanitize like mascara or anything, so I'd rather not. I probably will get rid of some lipsticks. I will spray them down with alcohol if you want just let me know down below. I will do a mystery box. 2 giveaways. I will do 2 medium flat rate size, or however much I declutter. I'll try to get it into medium size because I gotta put packing in there too. So you gotta have a little bit of a bigger box. So I have tartlets. I have just peachy, and I have white peach. I'm keeping all those. I love my peaches. I have my snow girl that I just got. I'm keeping that. That is a beautiful, beautiful collection. And like a lot of the colors I just got rid of, they're in here, along with some glitters and some pops of color. So my seashell, I love this one. I'm keeping it. This is my NARS Narcissist. I do like this palette. It'll fit up in this top section, so I'm going to move it up here. Now that I have some room. Okay. Color Pop. I just got this one. Again, bright pops of color, bright greens. Keeping. I put it over here with my Dream Street. This is that Life is Moods. It's going. This is one of the palettes that I made. I think these are all Color Pop. Yes, these are Color Pops. This palette came from Shop Miss A, the stand. This is another Morphe palette. This is a blush palette. Why are you in my eyeshadow palettes? Why are you in my eyeshadow palettes? You go over here in this drawer. I was looking for you the other day and I couldn't find you. Now I know why. You were in my freaking eyeshadow palettes. My Tarte palette that I just used. Keeping. And then we get into my Anastasia palettes. Riviera. Modern Renaissance. Soft Glam. And Norvina. Keeping all those. I mean, I got rid of Subculture. It is actually over here in another box because I knew I was already decluttering that one. Again, pops of color. Very much like Snow Lady. I mean, seriously. Modern Renaissance. These are just beautiful palettes and the formula is fantastic. Soft Glam. You guys know what these look like. I'm keeping all those. This drawer doesn't change a whole lot on this back section. Naked Urban Decay. This is the original. Guys, I have barely touched this. Look at that. This is the, Naked 3. Again, barely touched. Because they're in the back of the drawer. Naked Smoky. I do not use this one. I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. Sippin' Pretty. Just got this one last year. I love this palette. It's beautiful. Again, there's those pops of color and the neutrals. That's what I said. We get the same palettes. They're just packaged different. Seriously, think about it. Midnight Masquerade. I just got this one. Look, there's those same pops of color. The burgundy, the navy, the green. Keep. And then I have my Too Faced chocolate bar, which again is barely touched. My Dose of Colors. Oh, look at those pressed glitters right there. Oh my gosh. This one is purple. I know it always shows up blue on camera. She's purple. And then I have Bare Sensuals. I love this one for a cool tone purple. Oh, so pretty. And back here, I have, while I'm going through, I have a Santa hat and some extra glasses. Okay. That's what I said. It's getting out of control. So, my little Razzle Dazzle, I'm keeping. It'll go up in the top drawer because it's small. There's my Too Faced Chocolate Gold, my Too Faced Gingerbread, my other Too Faced Gingerbread. There's the Bare Essentials going back in there. Nudie Patootie, one of my all-time favorites. Laura, you need to come out with another eyeshadow palette like Nudie Patootie. Makeup Revolution. This one I just got. It can go down in there. Alamar. I love this palette. It is beautiful. And it's just a really nice simple palette. Keeping that. This Makeup Pro Revolution All That Glitters. Just got that one. Again, beautiful pops of color. So we're going to tuck those down in there. They may actually move to this other drawer. What are you? BH Cosmetics in an empty palette. I'm going to put that in the declutter. I may keep the palette. I actually have a 4-pan Makeup Geek empty. Or I may put it in the Coastal Scents one I had and keep the big palette. So I'm going to switch those out. Actually, just leave that one out for now. My Natasha Denona palette I absolutely love. This was from, again, Miss Maria. She is so fantastic. Beautiful autumn toned. I'm going to put it with that Fire palette because they're very similar. Okay. Now, I got to get all this other stuff back in this drawer. So here is the Raspberry. Razzle Dazzle, I call it. I call it Razzle Dazzle. And so here's my Too Faced ones. I know there's a lot of shit went down with Too Faced in the last month, but guys, I love their products. You know, and I was like, I even commented on their Instagram, like, if you don't do something with your sister in her mouth, I'm not going to buy anything from you guys ever again. And he did end up firing her. So, because of all the negative comments he was getting on what she had said about Nikki tutorials. So, yeah. So now, these 4 palettes, the 2 Nakeds, the Laura, and the Dose of Colors, I'm going to have to do some rearranging. Okay, right now we're just going to stack you in here like this right now. And you can stay up on top because we're going to go over to this drawer. And I'm just going to pull this whole drawer out. More eyeshadow palettes. You can be, this is a dupe of the Naked Heat Decluttering. Violet Voss, Holy Grail Keeping. This is a Smashbox. Really nice set. I'll declutter that just because, like I said, I have all those. My Juvia's Place. I think this is one of the only Juvia's Place I have. Again, pops of color and some neutrals. I'll keep just because that's the only one I have. BH Cosmetics Glam Reflection. This is a beautiful palette. I'll keep that one a little bit longer. Jaclyn Hill. Girl. This is Ring the Alarm and Bling Balls. So the red and the purples. I will keep y'all. I'm actually going to put y'all up here in the top because I don't use you. I don't mind those palettes. I know a lot of people found them hard to work with, but I don't mind them. This is the Candy Johnson. This was sent to me by Miss Courtney. And I love the packaging. The palette is beautiful. I love the colors. The packaging is just a little bulky. But I'm going to keep that one for right now. This is Cargo Getaway. I think I got this when I worked at Ross Dress for Less. A nice cool tone. Decluttering. This is Makeup Revelo Salvation. I think this was sent to me by a friend. It is brand new. Brand new. Never used it. Decluttering. Again, I just have all those colors already. Morphe. This little guy can go up in the top. This is 9N. I love this one for an autumn palette. That is like a really nice deep orange red. Down here, kind of more of a deep terracotta brown. It's a greeny gold, which I love a greeny gold. And then like a deep plum. So keeping that one. Persona. This one again was sent to me by a friend. Just neutrals. I'll throw up in the top. Maybe I'll get some use out of it. ColourPop. We'll keep for now. This is a Makeup Revolution chocolate bar. This was a dupe for the peach palette. I'm going to declutter that one as well. This is Coastal Scents Winterberry. This was one of the first palettes I bought online. And of course it's all purples. I may declutter that one too. It's going in there for now. My white hair is on everything. This is Morphe 15N, not Master. We got this in a BoxyCharm, I think. I will keep that just because it's neutrals, it's dark, it's plummy. I don't need to keep it, but I'll keep it. NYX Fire Palette. This is a beautiful red hot palette. It reminds me of the other one I just had. We're going to keep that one for a little bit too. These are Huda dupes, Bad Habit, Aphrodite, and Athena. Very good dupes for these palettes. I'll keep those for now. And then Too Faced Love. Guys, I have had this palette forever. Forever. I got this at TJ Maxx. You see me using the eyeliner in it all the time, and this is one of my absolute favorite eyeliners. It is old. It is still going strong. I've still got a ton of it left. This is the palette, or the palette, it actually came in this palette. I have basically kept this palette for just nostalgic reasons. It is all glitter. You can't really do a full look with it. There's like one matte shade. The rest are shimmers or satins. But yeah. I've just kind of kept it because I'm going to declutter it. So, that drawer went from that to this. Yes. So, I'm going to take the Morphes that I had and the Fire, Element of Surprise, Persona. There's another. I'm going to leave that Morphe in there. So, that's what I kept out of that whole drawer. Okay? And then I'm going to put these in here as well. And I'm going to go ahead and put... Now, I'll leave those there for right now. So, that drawer's halfway cleaned out too. I'm going to do one more drawer and we're done with eyeshadow palettes because... We're done with eyeshadow palettes. This is the bottom bin. And it is not full, but these are like the big palettes. And this is a Tarte palette I got off QVC. It's good, but it's not my favorite. I may keep it and play with it a little bit more because I'm not playing with it a lot. Here's an Ace Beauty palette, but these colors are very much similar to what was in the big palette that we just got, and I love that palette, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter the small one. Here's the Emily Edit the Needs, which is this little one. Guys, I need to make like a mental note to use this. Her big palette stays out on my dresser all the time. You know, you've heard me say it. I use it all of the time. Here is a Modern Mattes. This was a gift from a friend. Actually, Auntie Gina. And I've used this. And it's very colorful. So I'm going to keep this one. Then we're down into... Let's see. Here is the ones I kept. The Bad Habit Cult Mayhem. And because I give a bunch of these away. And this is the Mystere. These two can go up in the top drawer now since it's cleared out. And then the rest of these are, I think, are Morphe palettes. I'm pretty sure the rest of them, and maybe one big 88 palette down at the bottom. I can't remember. So this is Morphe 335T, which is the taupes. That's why I said I have plenty of brown. I have plenty of brown. That's a lot of brown. I don't know why I ordered that. And then this one is the 35O. So this is the original. This is the one that got everybody started. Again, so much brown. This is the Morphe 35E. This might be, is this the one that's got all the color? Yeah, this one's got a lot of color. But it is all shimmers. It is all shimmers. So I think I'm going to declutter that one. This is the 35P. This is the purple palette. I will not get rid of this palette because it is beautiful. It's just beautiful. Look at all the purple. And this black red, it's black with like red glitter in it. It is gorgeous. I love it. I love it. I will not get rid of that one. I'm sorry. And then, of course, the OG Jaclyn Hill palette. It is a good palette. I mean, it is a really good palette. I've not had it out in forever. So, I'll keep that one. I may stick this one out. We're going to do... we're going to rearrange our makeup use-up drawer. And this is the BH Studio Pro. Guys, this palette is so good. If you wanted something besides the Jaclyn Hill, because I think this was like not even half the price, and you wanted a lot of colors and a lot of neutrals, this was a good one to get. And again, I have used it, but she's not been used enough. It's got newly formulated metallics, creamy matte, soft shimmers, and intense duochromes. There is like a few duochromes in here, but not but like a couple. So I don't understand why they're like intense duochromes. There's only like 2. So those are the big palettes I'm keeping. I'm gonna leave Miss Jaclyn Hill out actually. And I'm leaving Jaclyn out. These 2 can go in the thing. Then there's my BH. And there's the Tarte. And that's all that's left in this drawer. Alright guys, so you've seen what I took out. And it's a big box full. I will divide this up evenly and give it away if you guys want it. Just let me know down below. And of course, you know the rules. Got to be 18 to enter. Got to be a U.S. resident with a U.S. postal address. And got to be subscribed to this channel. Please do not subscribe just to unsubscribe later. And, you know, the usual rigmarole. YouTube is not affiliated